Sorry, had the audio off as I was preparing. We're gonna just get Instagram in here real quick. You guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, we're good to go? Okay. Guys, we just jumped on, Doug, you know what to do. We just jumped on Instagram real quick. Let's get this evening lesson going on today. Okay. So guys, yeah, you got sound? Cool, let's go. So guys, make sure on YouTube, you like the video as you just come inside of the chat, you like the video. It's the first thing that we do. It's the one metric that YouTube uses to push out the content. So we just ask as soon as you come in the chat, you like the video. If it's the first time you're going to be watching us, then please subscribe, turn on notification bells. We've got 3 separate membership tiers. First, price of a cup of coffee, get you straight into the gang. And on top of that as well, if you want to contribute to the show, super chat, super stickers, we're always grateful, right? So that's YouTube. So Instagram. I'm not supposed to be loud. Instagram, this is for YouTube. So we're not currently streaming on Instagram. We're currently streaming on YouTube. So the board's going to be back to front. We're not taking any lives on here. Everything is done on YouTube. It's purely just to let you know that what we do. So we're not taking any calls on here. If you want to take calls, if you want to speak, if you want to jump in on a topic, then you need to jump onto YouTube. It's quite easy. Link in my bio. And you just see the red circle that's spinning around. And then that's going to get you into YouTube. Okay? So it's quite simple. Yes, quite simple. So that's what we're going to be doing, guys. So Monday's class is going to be old school baby mama versus new school baby mama. That's going to be this evening's lesson. It's going to be a lesson. That's what we're going to be doing. So you can see that we've got 2 sides. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be listing some of the qualities, listing, you know, how, like, what separates the women, you know? And when I say old school baby mama, I'm talking about, like, you know, let's say from like 1960s, 70s, yeah, about that time to current day. So yeah, we'll give it a nice broad scale, yeah. So we're going to be speaking about that, but we're not going to even get into that yet. We're going to let more people get into the chat, and then we'll get into it. So let me read out some of the chats. Here we go. Let's go. Yo, I see you there, bro. I see you. Yes, guys, follow my TikTok. Shout to Doug MPA, our mod. Guys, he's always modding the chat. He's making sure it flows, you know. He's always going to be posting all the links for the stream. He's my guy. Pause. He's my guy. Pause. Yes, Empress 144. Enfield in the house. EN Fizzy. You know what I'm talking about. Of course, I see you. Thank you, girl. Welcome. Yes, it's great to have you in the chat. It's always good to have new people in the chat. That's what we're talking about. Big up, Empress. We see you, girl. We see you. So yeah, guys, that's the StreamYard link. I've just dropped it in there. That's going to be the link in order to join in the conversation later on. We know we do the lesson first, then we take live calls straight after that. So that's what we're going to be doing. So that's what we're going to be doing afterwards. Who else we got in here? Yo, shout out to Cam. I see you, Cam. Regular, always. Cam's always in attendance. Cam, at the end of all these lessons, you're going to be a scholar. I'm sure you're going to be a scholar because you're always in my lessons. You're always in all my lessons, Cam. Cam, you're going to be a scholar, Cam. The School of Dr. Chyna, you're going to be a scholar, Cam. Great to see you. Cam. Oh, man has started already. No single mothers ever don't date them. Wow. Like, bro, we ain't even got it started yet. He's already started. He said no single mothers. Oh my God. Bro's already started. He's already started. Guys, I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it. Big up Cam. I make your day. Listen. I think I make your day, and I think I probably ruin a lot of other people's days. I make your day, but I probably ruin some other people's days. What can I say? What can I say? What can I really say? At least I make your day, right? Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Guys, like the video, like the video, like the video, like the video. We're going to get into this. We're going to get into this. We haven't even started. We haven't even started. We're going to get into this. Guys, this is for everyone that's jumping on Instagram. Guys, you know how this goes. We're streaming on YouTube. This is just to let you know what goes on. I've been banned on Instagram for the longest time. They don't let me take any guests on the shows on here, so I have to do it all on YouTube. To be fair, it's better platform. We like it better, and yeah, that's where you should be. So if you follow me, you should be across there. It's going to be a good show tonight. You're going to learn a lot. If you want to know the difference between old school baby mamas versus new school, are you a baby mama? Are you an old school baby mama? Are you a new school baby mama? First of all, do you even know what a baby mama is? Do you know? Are you going to tell me, no, I'm a single mother? I'm not a baby mama. I mean, apples and... Is it apples and oranges, or is it apples and pear? I don't know. What I will tell you is a baby mom is defined by anyone that has a baby out of wedlock. Simply that. So if you have had a baby out of wedlock, you're a baby mama. Quite simple. It's not hard. It's quite simple. They'll be passing class. They're saying it's gonna be a sticky situation. Yeah, I mean, like, you know what I mean? I'm feeling that we're going to warm up tonight. We're just warming up. We're going to let some people get into the chat. We're going to warm it up. You know, your boy's about to cook. You know, when they say he's cooking, let him cook. That's what your boy's about to do. All night, I'm going to be cooking. They're saying he needs to cook. So I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. Yo, Doug, this is what I need you. This is what I need you to do. I need you to regulate the chat. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. Because that's what we do here. We get it started. We let the people get in here. Then I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. Then by the time I come back, old school baby mom versus new school. But class is going to start in attendance. I expect everybody to be... Yo, Doug, do you want to quickly just tell them to jump in on YouTube on Instagram? Don't put the link in there. Just tell them to jump. Just tell them link in bio or something like that. Because they keep... Whenever you do that, they don't let you pin it. It's crazy, right? They're haters. Yeah, nice, simple definition. If you're a baby mama, accept your fate. That's what they're telling me. It's a very simple definition. If you're a baby mama, accept your fate. Wait, should we start off with... Okay, you know what, Doug? You know what? We wasn't even going to start the lesson yet. But you know what I'm going to do? Hold on, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Okay. I know what I'm going to do. I wasn't going to start the lesson, but I'm going to give you something, guys, just for you to ponder before I go. Okay, so just to avoid any more confusion, yeah, let me just quickly just pin that. Can I pin that? Yes, they allow us to pin that. So just to avoid any confusion before we get the show started, old school baby mama versus new school baby mama, just to avoid any confusion, question, what is a baby mama? Answer, anyone that has a baby out of wedlock, unmarried. Yeah, that's it. It's quite a simple definition. That's gonna stop so much headache throughout the whole show. That there in itself, what is a baby mama? Yeah, anyone that has a baby out of wedlock that is unmarried, that is gonna stop so much confusion, and I think I'm really happy for doing that. That's gonna just stop so much confusion. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go make my cup of tea. I'm going to let you guys stoop over that. Some of you guys are going to be triggered by that, but that's not my fault. You need to jump on YouTube. That's where the live's going to be. Instagram, you're not going to see it. It's going to be back to front. It's not going to make sense. You're not going to see the full stream. You're not going to see the full angle because Instagram doesn't want your boy on there. They keep trying to hate. You know, so guys, welcome in the chat. We're about to load up. This is going to be load up. If you're a baby mama, you should be in here tonight. You should be in here. This is baby mama. You're going to learn something because the first bit is going to be a bit of education for you. Then I'm going to give you opportunity to jump in the chat if you want to speak. If you've got something to say, the StreamYard link's going to be there. You know, so yeah. So I'm going to just leave that for a second, guys. I'm going to make my tea. Give me 5 minutes. We're going to get straight into class. Make sure everyone jumps in there. Yeah. All right. Cool. Turn off the audio. That's what I like to see. There's more people in there, right? Okay, guys, we're gonna get class going. Let me just read through some of the chats that I've missed while I was getting my tea. Who we got in here? Who we got in here? Yes, shout out to KB. KB, I see you. Shout out to KB. It's always good to have you in the cut. Great to see you, my bro. Who else we got in here? Yes, Glam Chat Nads. Yes, Nads. Big up, Nads. Noise and banter. Yes, okay. Good to see you guys in the chat. See everyone. Okay, I'm seeing a single mother talk. Free baby mama talk. Okay. All right, guys, let's get straight into it. So, tonight's whiteboard lesson with Dr. Chyna. That's me. I am going to be your lecturer. So, before I get started, I'm going to ask that you all like the video, please. Like the video, is quite simple. And the real reason we ask you to like it is because YouTube uses it. It's a metric they go by, right? And so we just ask that you just kindly like the video. It's quite simple. Hit the like button. Yep. Subscribe to the channel. You can donate to the channel. It's quite simple. You know, super chat. We'll read out your chats. Super sticker as well if you just want to make a donation. We have 3 separate tiers of membership. So a lot of the stuff that you're seeing right now that I'm currently doing, it is not going to be available to everyone like I've been doing it now. I'm just currently doing it to show you guys what we do. We've been getting had quite a few members join up, and once we get to a certain number, I'm going to actually make this only available to the members. So if you want to still get some of these behind the scene tutorials, then we ask you to subscribe to the membership. There's 3 separate tiers, and one is as cheap as a cup of coffee, and that's cheap, man. That's like, you guys got money for that. So, as you know already, we're raising money for my my laser pen, because this is what happened, right? I didn't ask for it. This is what I've been using. Everyone's been enjoying it, but then Doug was like, I need to get you some new pens. So they sent me money for new pens, but then they basically sent me the money straight away for the new pencils. It was kind of like, it was too easy. So then I was like, no, I want to get laser pens. And then they sent me the money for the laser pens, but like laser pens, you can get cheap ones like online, Amazon, like proper cheap, like I don't know, like under £10 or something. But I was like, I don't want no cheap ones. So I've already got the money for the cheap ones. I actually saw one that I wanted, and that was at least like, I think it was like $100 or something, £100 or something. But it is a proper one. We're gonna be shooting out things at the sky. No, we're not gonna be doing that. No, we're not gonna be shooting nothing at the sky. But basically, yeah, it's one of those, like red dot on the beam, one of those. So that's the one that that's the actual laser pen that I want to get. And I think, you know, hopefully by next week, if we keep getting super chat donations, I'll be able to get that. And then when I get that, I'm going to be lasering on the pen, and that's going to be courtesy to all of you. So that's what we're raising money for, my my laser pen. You ready? I got enough money for these. You guys sent me money for that. You sent me enough money for the entry level. But I'm not an entry level type of guy. I'm a real, you know, and I can buy the pens obviously, but that's not what it's about. It's about you guys supporting and giving me things that you think are going to help me. So if you feel it's something that I need, send a super chat, yeah? We get it cracking. Yeah, I will be taking a call in about 35 to 45 minutes. That's the link to join the conversation. I'm gonna start commenting there, pin it there. So like I said, old school baby mama versus new school baby mamas. What is a baby mama? Anyone that has a baby out of wedlock. So let's talk about it, guys. So initially, like, first of all, this whole thing of baby mama and single mother, right? Like, there seems to be a notion of people have a real problem with the word. They have a real, it grinds their gears. I'm not a baby mama, I'm a single mother. But we need to, let's not focus on the word. Let's focus on the fact that you were raising a child without a father in the home. And when you take the father out of the home, you place your child at every statistical disadvantage. That is the basis of it. So don't get caught up in the word, the terminology of it, caught up in the fact of what's actually happened. And the fact is, when you take your father out of the home, you place your child. I can go through it. Suicide rates, right? Likelihood to end up in jail. Likelihood to get pregnant. Oh man, it's gonna keep going, man. Mental health. It will just keep going. Likely to go and create the exact same scenario that they've come from. It will just keep going. Likely to go commit crime, to kill people. Man, we'll just keep going. We'll keep going. So that's what we speak about, right? So let's talk about old school. So initially, if for any reason, First of all, let's speak about what I want to speak about first. There's my black pen. I'm going to speak about. I'll use my blue pen. Widows. So let's start. Let's talk about widows. Let's talk about widows. We're going to start with widows. Widows are single mothers. Yes, baby mamas, yeah? Old school baby mamas. We're going to start on this side. So on this side, we have the old school. On this side, we've got the new school. So let's talk about widows. A widow is someone that obviously has lost her husband, due to all manner of reasons. Basically, he's passed away. And now she's been left with her husband and she can have a child, right? So initially, widows, that was the first type of baby mama, single mother. Don't focus on the terminology. Focus on the fact the child is growing up without a father, right? That was the first type. And if you were a widow, first of all, you was the fact that you've lost your husband. And there were a lot of widows from war. A lot of widows were created out of war times. First World War, Second World War. Man, we can take it back as far. Throughout history, widows have been getting created. They've been losing their husbands since the Viking days. Yeah? Way back, they've been losing their husbands. It's in the Bible, they've been losing their husbands. It's the Quran, they've been in every religious text, they have been losing their husbands. They have been widows. But widows were always humble. Widows were always grateful. Why were they? First of all, widows knew they were suffering the loss of a partner, a husband, a lifelong, someone that they live with, someone that they loved, usually to war, or could be to sickness. And they were left with children. And those days, the men were the sole providers. So a woman now being left with children who her husband's gone from war, what's she gonna do? So those are the originals. Now, don't think just because they were widows that no one ever saw anything. And of course they did. But they always knew that it was going to be hard. And a lot of times, in those times, they probably attached themselves to guys which weren't the nicest guys. It was different times there. But widows were the first baby mama. Okay? Widows were the first. Why do I speak about that first? Because there seems to be a notion about just baby mamas just made from people leaving. No, some people, unfortunately, are put into a scenario because their lifelong partner, the person that they love, has been taken away from them. And it can happen early. And in those days, they had to be humble, they had to be grateful. They lost war. Unmarried, it was equal to shame. But they still got remarried. Widows still got remarried. Okay? All right? Stepfathers. The man that stepped up. Have you heard of that saying before? The man that stepped up. Someone says widows are the best case scenario if you want to date or marry a woman who has a kid. Okay, I like that. Widows are the best case scenario if you want to date or marry a woman with a kid, because she only lost her partner because he was taken away from her. She didn't divorce. He didn't divorce her. She didn't divorce him. She didn't want to be made put into that scenario. She didn't want to be put into that scenario. You know? Let's talk about spoke about widows, and I think for both new school baby mama and old school baby mama, I think it's the same thing. But it doesn't matter if you're in the new school or old school. If you lose a lifelong partner with someone, it's going to hurt. So we're gonna just keep that the same, you know. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'll just quickly put this like this, because I wanna keep it the same. I wanna keep it the same. New school baby mama. I'm a single mother by choice. How many times do you hear that, guys? How many times do you have women say that? Oh, I'm a single mother by choice. Like, they actually are proud of the fact that I'm a single mother. Oh, I left my man. And they will make all manner of reasons for it. But the truth comes down to this is you're a single mother because by choice. And like, why would you purposely choose to place yourself and your child at every statistical disadvantage when you take the father out of the home and you place yourself in a one parent and one income home? That is the epitome of selfishness. It really is. And whenever you speak to women, like when a woman leaves her man, they're going to tell you all manner of reasons. Let's talk about it. First of all, the first thing they're always going to jump to is cheating. The first thing they're going to say is cheating, or the other one they'll say is DV, right? Yeah. And it's like, when it comes to cheating and when it comes to DV and stuff like that, it's a little bit like, it's first of all, women initiate divorce 70% of the time. So the 3 out of the 10 times that men actually initiate divorce, that's because the woman is a complete and utter demon. So when a man divorces a woman, it's because of demon. And you also got to remember, it's like you know the saying, it's cheaper to keep her. They'll say relationships, 50% of marriages end up in divorce, but another 25% of other men, they're actually just not going to go. Like, so I think single mothers by choice is the most selfish thing ever. It's the most selfish thing ever. And DV is only 5% of relationships. DV, but the way they speak about DV, they'll make you think that everyone is clapping their girl. Yeah. But then also in most DV cases, it is not one-sided. It is more than often, it is both sides. So it doesn't matter if a woman do something to a guy, it's equal. It's equal. And then you talk about, they also talk about the mental side of it. How can that be quantified? Mental abuse, how can it be quantified? So I think, yeah, mental abuse, how can it be quantified? Tell me. I think personally, that's one of the most selfish things. That's what I'm just saying personally. I think personally, that's one of the most selfish things. And a lot of people they might not agree. A lot of people might not agree, but I personally think that's very selfish. But I will always see, here's the thing, when I speak like that, I'm not saying, because I will support, if you're in a scenario where, you know, like DV, you know, abusive. I don't expect women to stay in that. Like, that's nothing that I say. But I think it's the one crutch that everybody runs to. But in reality, the stats don't match up in what people are saying. And you know, but in that, yes, no one should ever stay in anything that is dangerous to them, to their health. So I think that's one of the ones we should probably just get straight out there in the open and just say, I'm not saying no one should stay in anything that is dangerous to them, to themselves, or their kids or their family. So we can get that out of the way. I'm never condoning that. I'm never saying a woman should place herself in a scenario. No, of course not. But I'm talking about irreconcilable differences. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people, and this is just for the marriage people. I'm talking about the people that just walk away from their family. The people like I'm literally talking to those people. The people that just walk away from the family. Every time, like, what is that? What is that? That's who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to people that suffered in DV relationships. That's 5%. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people that, I grew apart. What is growing apart? True love doesn't grow apart. True love gets stronger. It doesn't grow apart. Like the relationship that you have with your good friends, you don't grow apart. You get stronger. Years bring more unity, more memories. It's like a tree. The roots get further and further as you continue to water the relationship, you know, and it will bear fruit. Real relationships they don't die. They get stronger. Why do you think people talk about, we're together for 30, 40 years? That's because they get stronger. They don't want to grow apart. We live in a throwaway economy. I've said this before. People treat relationships like fast fashion. It's 52 weeks of the year. There used to be 4 seasons. It's 4 seasons. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. That was 4. Now we have 52. Each week there's a new season, fast fashion. People throw it away, disposable. Swipe right, swipe left economy. People treat relationships like that. They treat people like that. I'm a single mother by choice. Extreme. That's the modern mentality. That's the modern mentality. That's the modern mentality. I'm a single mother by choice. Okay. Old school baby mama. The man that stepped up. Super dad. Stepfathers. The man that stepped up. There was once a time when, as we said, a widow, for example, would be left without a husband and left with children, particularly in those days. It was hard, right? And to be honest with you, it doesn't matter anyone. Nobody wants to be left alone, like with children. There might be something where people act like, oh, I don't care, but we're humans. We're not supposed to be by ourselves. Like we're social. We're not supposed to be by ourselves. The man that stepped up, the super dad. The man that stepped up, the super dad. A lot of those times, everyone knew that woman had lost her husband. Everyone knew that woman had lost her husband, right? And everyone knew what the guy would do. What would that woman do for that guy? She would do everything for that guy. Like I said, she was humble, she was grateful. He's the man that stepped up. She would do more for him than she would do for the initial guy that she had, because she understood what he was doing. Because not every guy was stepping up, was they? It's not something that every guy was doing. It was not. And she knew that. He was super dad. Stepfathers were the definition of super dad those days. And they were treated like super dads. They were. They weren't even treated like super dads. They were treated like kings. They were literally treated like kings. She worshipped the ground that he walked on. And do you know why? Because she was humble and grateful. Look at the words I'm using. Remember this. She was humble and grateful. She was. She was. But let's just hop back over here. I'm a single mother by choice, right? Let's carry on going. Let's talk about the new school baby mama. One night stands. Situationships. Babies out of panic when they hit the wall. Guys, let's discuss this. Let's discuss this. Let me see some of the chat, guys. What do you think? Let me read some of the chat. Let me read some of the chat. Let me see what the chat's saying. It's the chaotic feminine spirit that is channeled and perpetuated by the puppets in the power. Those in the power we call celebrities and influence. You lot think Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi P, etc. Yeah, okay. I hear you. I hear you. They're full puppets. Yes, keep comparing notes, guys. This is what I want to see. I like seeing in the chat that you guys are comparing notes. You're taking this very seriously because I am putting this chat for you. So let me look for some of the comments. Most men see women as human beings. Modern women see men as human doings. Okay. I like that. I see what you're doing. You're spitting bars over there. I see your spitting bars over there. Let me read some more chats. I know a woman who personally close to have children with this particular man, and she knew she didn't want to be in a relationship with him. She just wanted his children. She was from Edmonton N9. I mean, I can't lie. I know some girls from the 9 that's done too. I know some girls from the 17 that's done that. Man, I know some girls from the from the high B. Girls do that everywhere. Girls definitely do that everywhere. But I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. I hear you guys. Make sure everyone in the chat, you like the video. The fastest growing group of single mothers in the US are women between the ages of 33 to 37. I wonder why. That is the war. We're going to discuss this. We're going to discuss this because I think we're about to start cooking. I think, you know, Doug, I think we're about to start cooking because they're not going to like what we're saying over there, bro. Doug, they're not going to like what we're saying, bro. Like, they're not going to like what we're saying, Doug. I think we're going to have to start cooking because in my mind, that's probably one of the biggest problems going on now, and it's affecting a lot of man them. The wall. The wall. The wall. The wall. The wall. Guys, you know what the wall is? Who knows what the wall is? Who knows what the wall is? Can I see in the chat? If you know what the wall is, can I see something in the chat, please? Because we're going to get straight to it. I'm a single mother by choice. One night stand situationship / the wall. I want to focus on the wall. I want to focus on the wall. I want to focus on the wall. Crazy how scary it is nowadays to have another man around your kids. Men be using them to get to you or worse. And I hear put me off in real life. Stepdads went from heroes to yes. Women, you gotta be protection. Yes, you got to. That is the warning to all you women out there. That's the warning to all you women. You have to protect. Like one of the reasons that children are abused is because of the people that are brought to outside of their home, and a lot of the times it's the men that the women that bring from outside in the home. And you have to understand, these men are not like you may they may love you, you know, you may love them, they may look, but they're not the fathers of your children. They have no genetic connection to your child. And a lot of the times is you bring men into your home and you might have teenage daughters and have whatever. And, you know, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. How would you feel if you brought a man into your house and he did something? And there's stories where mothers turn the blind eye anyway because they don't want the guy to leave. We hear about that all the time. You know? So these are one of the dangers. And a lot of the single mothers never want to ever accept accountability. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. We'll get into that for a second, Doug. We're going to get into that for a second. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Danger. Outside men. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the danger. Let's talk about the danger, the outside men. I'm just plugging some stuff in. Let's talk about the danger, the outside men. Like, women, these men you bring into your house, where do you know them from? How did you meet them? How? Where do you know them from? I get it. I get it. You want to be loved. No one wants to be alone, but it's very dangerous when you start bringing men into your home. You know? And one of the things that single mothers do, right? One of the things that single mothers do is like, they always talk about, oh, you know what? I don't bring no one around my kid. I'm not going to bring no one. But let's be real. The man them know, every man them that's dated a single mother has been around their kids at some point because they always got their kids. Like, it is, in the ideal world, they'll be able to have a babysitter whenever they want him. The baby father will pick them up. Their grandmother would deal with the child. That would be ideal. It would be ideal. But we don't live in that ideal world. So more chance than not, at some point, you're going to interact with those kids. You will. You will. At some point, you're going to interact with those kids. Predators are everywhere. They are everywhere. Predators are everywhere. Yes, Talk Real podcasts. We're currently streaming live on YouTube. You guys know what to do. Hop over across to YouTube. That's where it's all going on. Let me read this. Let me put that. The wall is when a woman hits a certain age, then realize they have no children, no man, or have children, but then realize no man wants them because they've left their prime years. Yes, that's the wall. Guys, that's the wall. The wall is when a woman hits a certain age, then realize they have no children, no man, or they have children, but then realize no man wants them because they've left their prime years. That's the wall, guys. That's some of you women. Your biological clock is ticking. It's purging. That's how it is. That's the wall. That's the sound of the wall for some of you women. It's coming. And you'll be playing around, and guys, when they get to the wall, that's when they want to have a baby. That's when you guys are going to get caught slipping. Trust me, it's the most dangerous. Stop dating these women that are hitting the wall. I'm telling you, stop it. Because they're going to have a baby. These are the women going to tell you, I don't believe her, like, listen, they're going to listen. If you decide to move loose and you deal with a woman on the wall and she gets pregnant, she's not getting rid of that baby, bro. Don't even suggest that. I suggest you just, if you deal with that, that says to me you want to get her pregnant, you want to have kids. It says to me you want to have kids, bro. It says to me, yes, that too, but it also says to me you want to have kids. It does. It does. What age is the wall? Guys, what age is the wall? What age is the wall, guys? We got someone asking, what age is the wall? Can we get some numbers? We're going to put the wall numbers. Okay, what age is the wall? Okay, this is what I like, interaction. What age is the wall? Because I know what age is the wall, but I want you guys to, I want to see the chat. I want to hear some numbers. What age is the wall, guys? Certified wants to know. He wants to know, what's the wall? He wants to know. Yes. He wants to know, what age is the wall? He wants to know what age is the wall, guys. What age is the wall? He wants to know. I'm trying to hear. I'm trying to hear something. I'm trying to see something. Okay, we got 35 as a start. We got 35 as a start. Okay. What else? 30 is the social wall. 35 is the biological wall. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, that's the. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, we'll do 30 to 35. We'll do 30 to 35. Yeah. We'll do 30 to 35. That's what we'll do. Okay, so we've said the wall is 30 to 35 age, yeah? That's the wall. That's when it gets drastic. That's when she's going to have a baby. That's when she's going to trap you. You don't want to be dealing with that. That's what you want to be dealing with. That's the wall. Like, to be honest with you, this is why this is why the older women always lie to the younger women. They're like, oh, just live your best life. Then when you pop up at 30 years old, go out there and find a guy. Are you okay? You're already at the wall at 30. The same guys your age ain't even looking at you now. They're dating younger women. Now you start crying and start talking about, oh, men only want to have younger girls so they can manipulate them because they can't handle a strong woman like me. I'm sorry. We got different options, B. You should have, 18 to 28, your peak years, 18 to 28. Oh, let's go. We're cooking. 18 to 28, modern women, difference. 18 to 28. Wasted. Yeah? Chad, Tyrone, and Jerome. See, 18 to 28, this is the difference. New school baby, we're gonna 18 to 28, wasted. Chad, Tyrone, and Jerome. Oh. Kids. Trauma. Yeah? 18 to 28, wasted. Getting one food. Chad, Tyrone, and Jerome. High body counts. Loads more kids. Trauma. That's it. What are you saying? Talk to me. Man, talk to me. You're not telling me what you're saying. 18 to 28. What's going on? 18 to 28, that's the difference. But what were they doing? Okay. So, 18 to 28, the modern women, 18 to 28, what are they doing? Wasting the time with Chad, Tyrone, and Jerome. High body counts, loads more kids, trauma, right? But old school baby mama, they were married younger, they were youthful, they were virgins. Wait, let's wait, hold a second. Let's talk about the virginity. They were virgins. Virginity. They were virgins. You see, when you're virgin, you can command all manner of things. All manner of things. Literally, because you were virgins. So the men got virgins those days. They did. They married them younger. They were youthful, and they got virgin those days. They didn't. They didn't have any kids. So What do you get nowadays? You get a woman that's been run through, spent her 18 to 28 chasing all the bad boys, getting flew out on trips, going on holidays, yeah, getting picked up in the West End, bare bottle sparklers, doing all the lifestyle, right? Traveling to Dubai, Turkey, Marbella, Tulum, all manner of places, right? She's going. And then one day she wakes up after all these guys that don't want her no more, they just enjoyed her body. And now she's got kids. And now she's talking about, I don't trust men, blah, blah, blah. But you spent your best years giving them to Chad, Tyrone and Jerome. Yeah, you didn't worry about Michael. You didn't look at little Nicky. You didn't. You didn't look at Matthew. You didn't. You was too busy with Chad, Tyrone and Jerome. But what did they do? They were married, youthful, virgins, housemaker. They loved to look after the home. Being a wife was more than just no. It was like I think raising kids and being a wife, like looking after home, is like one of the that's probably one of the most greatest jobs in the world, like in my opinion, because you're responsible for bringing up the next generation. Like, do you know, like the reason why people send their kids to good schools is because they know they want their kids to be brought up in the right way or by good people, right? The same thing when you're picking a partner, like that is probably one of the biggest decisions. It is the sole biggest decision because that is the person that have the biggest influence on your child's life forever and ever and ever. Like that is very important. That's very important. They were submissive wives. Now, when we say submissive in modern day relationships, it brings all manner of things and ideas in their head, right? But being submissive does not mean you never had a mind. You never had a mind of your own. It just meant that they trusted in leadership. They trusted their man. Trusted his leadership. Shit, yeah, captain. They trusted his leadership. They trusted his leadership. When you're with someone, you trust in their leadership. It doesn't mean that you don't. Submissiveness doesn't mean that you don't have your own mind. It means that I trust the fact that you're not going to lead me down the rabbit hole, as they say. That's what it says. I trust in my mind you're not going to lead me down the rabbit hole, as they say. Okay? So submissive does not mean she was a slave. It does not mean she didn't have her own mind. Please, can we stop having those images of a submissive wife? Please, no. It does not. Okay? Oh, we got another female supporter. Big you up. Who's done? We live the real world where social norms are proven wrong every day. Of course, it's obstacle, but it's not a dead wall. Oh, we have a woman complaining about the wall. Biological wall. It's a biological wall. You won't be. It's just a biological wall. Would you at 35 or 38 be able to do the same thing as a? No, it's just a biological wall. It's not a personal wall. It's not an attack. It's just biology. That's all it is. Yeah. Lots of women in their 30s and 40s look better than women in their 20s, of course. But on average, woman in her 20s, whatever, is going to look better than a woman in her 30s, 40s, so on. You know, it's just a wall. And fertility will be different. Not all, but it's just nature. Let's not, you know, and unless you got the Kardashian money, you're not talking about freezing eggs and doing all these types of stuff. Like IVF minimum costs like 20 grand, and most people don't have that money. So when they sell this dream to women, oh, just wait and do it later on, yeah, cool, but you don't have, unless you're a celebrity, you got celebrity money, you're playing a risk. You're running a deep risk. You know? You're running a deep risk. Guys, that's the link to join the conversation. You're running a deep risk. You really are. They're trusting in his leadership, you know? What's the difference? Guys in the chat, it's an interactive chat. Give me another, let me hear some differences between old school and new school baby mamas, guys. Let me hear some differences, please. But the wall is 30 to 35. That's the wall. So we've established what that is. We've also established from the moment we started the class, we established that what is a baby mama, and we said any woman that has a baby or anyone that has a baby out of wedlock, but of course, child, teenager, whatever, anyone that has a baby out of wedlock, unmarried, basically unmarried. That is the definition of baby mama. Yeah, that's the definition. So let me hear some more differences between old school baby mama versus new school baby mama. Guys, it's an interactive lesson. That's the whole idea. We take, we take suggestions. If you put, if there's something good, we can put it on there, on the board. Yeah, on the board. I'm 35, expecting our third baby. Luckily, the Most High has still blessed us to procreate, but we started on our 20s. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. You and your man are really doing that thing, man. Congratulations to you, your union, and the third baby that's coming. We love to hear it. We love that. We love to see that. Stay together. The Lord said, go forth and multiply. So go out there and make more babies. Like, it's fine. Just, it's fine. Family's a beautiful thing. Just stay together. Man, no one's telling people not to have families. We're just telling you people not to have families, break them up, and then go to other people's families and then do the same thing. That's what we're saying. We're not telling you not to have large families. Have as many families as you want. You know what I mean? If you don't want to have kids, that's fine as well. But don't be going out there and creating broken homes. We don't need any more broken homes. Okay, I like this one. I like this one. The old school baby mamas would show reverence to her family and her kids for the stepfather. The kids would know not to disrespect the stepdad, not anymore. You're right. Discipline. 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 Old school baby mamas, the stepfather could discipline. He was allowed to discipline. Discipline was a big thing. I like that. Discipline and respect. And respect. Punishments. Yes, yes. That's a very good one. Thank you. Thank you. Old school baby mamas, discipline and respect. They would allow the stepfather to discipline the children in the way he saw fit. They had an immense respect for him and any of his punishments. That was it. That was it. That was it. That was it. Because they knew he was the man that stepped up. He was a super dad. So she treated him like what? She treated him like a king. But what happened? Remember, the first baby mamas essentially were widows, right? They were humble. They were grateful. Stepfather. Unmarried equals shame. So a man that would, you know what? Do you realize, I'm going to throw this another one. Crazy. Asylum. A certain time, they would put women in a crazy asylum for being unmarried. Do you realize that? They said you was crazy. You was crazy because they couldn't understand why you'd be unmarried. I'm just throwing that out there, just a bit of history lessons. Remember, this is a lesson. This is why I always tell you guys take notes. This is why I always tell you guys take notes. Because you don't understand, you need to learn history. The history will teach you a lot of the stuff that at one time, if you was by yourself as a woman, you was crazy. Asylum, a crazy asylum. Yeah? Okay? Okay? It's gonna get a little bit more. It's gonna get a little bit more. Okay. Instagram guys, It's about to cut out. We're going straight back to YouTube, guys. If you want to keep watching it, you have to jump into YouTube. Link in bio. Cutting out, yeah? Cool. Right, guys, that's Instagram gone. Let's talk about this. There was a time where if you had a baby out of wedlock, you were known as a whore. This is not my words. These are not my words. Like, you were known as a whore. Okay? You can go through history and you can look. It's not me, okay? I'm just giving you some context, right? And what else? If you had a child without a father or out of wedlock, you know what he was called? He was called a bastard. He was called a bastard child. In actual fact, when I grew up, that's what it was still called. Man, I'm gonna call you a bastard. People fighting in the playground. I remember it still. I was like, Mom, what's a bastard? And she told me, oh, he hasn't got a dad. I was like, how come? Man, African moms are so serious. They'll just tell you everything when you're younger, boy. They'll just tell you everything straight. Yeah? What would that lead to? Backstreet abortions. From the shame was so bad that they would lead to backstreet abortions. And some of these abortions would obviously risk their health. But they could never, the shame of ever having to be known as a whore or a crazy woman be locked in an asylum. Bastard child, right? Then the child will grow up and they'll call him a bastard. It was a violation. But what do we have now with modern women? What do we have now? Okay. Okay, so old school baby mamas, if they were unmarried, could be seen as crazy, thrown in the asylum, have a baby out of wedlock known as a whore, the child be known as a bastard. That led to backstreet abortions, which were very dangerous, but it was due to the fact that they couldn't live with the shame. But let's speak about the modern women. My body, my choice. A lot of these modern women use abortion as a contraceptive. Understand what I'm trying to say to you. Abortion is supposed to be there. Well, I thought it was supposed to be there. Well, women will tell you all manner of things, but essentially there, right, for, I don't know, for like the worst type of emergency. You know, if you were raped, if essentially that's what it should be for, really. Like, but modern women use abortion as a contraceptive because it's so freely and available. My body, my choice, right? Okay? And that has led to trapping men. Yeah? That's led to trapping men. What did Drake say? Drake had to put hot sauce in his condoms. Are you listening to me? Drake was putting hot. Didn't you hear about that girl that started complaining about she had to go to hospital because she was burning inside because she took a condom out the bin that Drake put and tried to put it inside of her because she wanted to get pregnant by Drake. Are you listening to this? Are you listening? You don't understand. That's modern baby mamas. Yeah? Even Drake with his baby mama, you know he didn't want to have that baby. He did everything in his power in order not to have that baby. Then Pusha T just baited him up. The only reason we are seeing little Adonis now is because of Pusha T. We have to thank Pusha T for that. The baby's cute. He's rapping now. He's playing ball. We like him. Drake, why would you hide in that guy? He's a little cute guy. I don't know why he was hiding him, man. But listen, a lot of men are hiding their baby mamas. A lot of men are hiding their baby mamas. They are, because they're ashamed of the woman that they had the baby with. That's what it really comes down to. The kids are innocent. The kids are always innocent. The kids are always beautiful. But we ain't gonna lie. We see your baby mama, And I'll be real, some of the baddest, especially these lighties, oh, the baddest lighties. Yeah. Let me tell you something. You see a bad lightie, go see what her mum looks like. Oh my God, she hit the wall. The mum, these Sharons, these Karens, these Tracys. Listen, look, Charmaine, Chanel, Jade, any one of these girls, yeah, they look sweet. Go look at their mumsy. Go look at their mumsy. But shout out to all those especially those like, you know, back in the days, a lot of the yardie guys that came through and did it. You created some sweet ones for us. Someone had to take the L, my brother. Someone had to. I get it. You man needed papers. Some of you African guys, you came to the edge of the town, you saw a little. You get me? Like, you might like to call it a fluffy thing. Me, I call them overweight, obese things. I do not play. But you call it a fluffy cool. You shot the club. Why is it you never ever see no guy by none of these big things? You always see them with their kids, little black mixed race kid or something, but you never see the guy. You know why? Because man is gone. This is what I told the guys. When they hit the wall, 30 to 35. Okay, wait, hold on. I forgot one. Don't abort babies. Yeah. Okay. So listen. This is some vital information for you. Fat things don't abort babies. Yeah. Man them. Because look, we all know that, let's be real, innit? Man them like a chunky thing, innit? I get it, I understand it. Man them like a little chunky thing. They like the big breasts, they like the big thighs, they get it, they want to slam. I get it, I'm not hating on the man them, I understand. But you man them, you have to understand, these things don't ever abort babies, bro. So if you shoot up the club inside one of these things, they have 100% rate of getting pregnant. Do you know why? Because, bro, no one else is stupid enough to do that, innit? So she don't know the next time where a guy's gonna come and do that dumbness, innit? And she knows already that you guys use her as a cheeky little thing, innit? She knows what she is. She knows she's your cheeky little pleasure, but guess what she's gonna do? She's gonna have your you, innit? Do you get me? So I'm saying to you, then she's gonna be like, oh, you know what? I could do it by myself. At that point, you're effed. You're having a kid, my brother. So you got two choices. Well, you got more than two choices, but your two choices are to be there for the you, or just to be able to kick out. And a lot of men just kick out because your baby mama says something about you, bro. Like, at some point, you have to lie down with that thing. It says something about you. People are just like when she's like, oh, just my baby. Then I'm like, are you joking? That's like, what? You lay down with man. You're gonna make. He was blowing your back out. He was giving him a mad up. You had his kid held it for 9 months, brought it to term, and then now you're telling me he's nobody. You better behave. How dare you? Cheeky, very cheeky. Let me look for the chat. Very wild, bro. Abortion is evil, bro. Yeah. Old school baby mamas, families, they had family support. Family support. Family support. Stronger together. So they had a family support, stronger community. Like, it was always about the community. All I ever hear about is about me, my happiness. Oh, da da da. I never really and that's what I realized is everyone is so selfish now. Everything is just about me, and that's what I kind of hate about how everything's so me. Like, everything's so me. Yeah, cool, Doug. No worries, bro. Like, everything's so me. You know? Family support. So, guys, tell me some characteristics of some of you new baby mamas. Tell me, what's the difference? I got a couple baby mamas in here. Let me hear something. Let me hear something that you've got to contribute to class. What have you got, baby mama? Let me hear. What have you got? What have you got? I've got more. I've got one. Okay? So, new school baby mamas, friends influencing them, bad decisions. So whereas the old school baby mamas had family support and a stronger community, the new age baby mamas seem to have friends influence. It's way more important than family. And that tends to influence them on bad decision making. Yeah? So friends influence. Guys, we all know how it is, man. Man, listen, all these girls got that one friend, man. They got more than one friend, but you know that one friend, yeah, that you just know it's bad news. And this is that girl that can never ever keep a man. She can't ever keep a man. She's always linking bare man, but she can never ever keep a man. And it's mad because your girl will always be telling you about this girl. Oh, she's doing this, she's doing that. Certain times they will fight. They will, you know what I mean, or they'll fall out. And when they fall out, she'll be airing all her business to you. You're just chilling, just minding your own business, yeah. Then all of a sudden they'll squash their beef and get back to it. And then next minute she's like wanting to go out with her, and you're thinking to yourself, hold on a second, yeah, like wasn't that your friend that was like outside doing a matter? Now you want to go out? She's like, no, it's cool. So then they go out, yeah, and you got to understand, like when you have an argument with her or certain problem, that friend is never going to be out there trying to like fight your corner. She's always going to try to be saying things or putting scenarios or image in the head. It's like to break you guys up, because especially if she's single. And I always said this before: single women keep other women single because a lot of times they not all the time it's on purpose. A lot of times, people just can't necessarily be happy for you when they can't see something for themselves. So they'll be like, oh my God, why can't I get this for myself? Like, what's the difference? Like, how come you're getting all of this and I'm not getting that? So they can influence your bad decision and have you lonely like them. So I'm saying to you, and not just that as well, they can put you in scenarios where you don't want to be. And one of the reasons why men don't like our girls going out with single girls is because as single women, yes, they're going to go out and get attention. Let's be real. We all know what it is to be out as a single man when you're out with guys or out with girls on you know what I mean, on those nights out. So you know she's going to be spoken to at some point. And we just don't want your girl being put in scenarios with single people that are actively going to speak to men and she's in a relationship. Like, it's just, we just don't want. And we've made all the analogies before to explain why men don't want that. But let's just be real. A woman wouldn't want her guy going to a place where he's just been hit on consistently. And that's how it is for women. Don't just hit on men. Yeah. But if you had a man that was essentially well known or a figure, you would feel what it feels like to be. That's essentially what it's like. Dating someone that's well known, that a lot of women want, essentially, yeah, and they would, proposition him or he has to fight them off every day. It's what it is to be a normal woman or normal good looking woman. Yeah. So in order for us to experience what you get naturally, we have to become. That's what I would say. Women's value, they're born with value. We have to create it. We have to go out and earn it. And that's why it's way more important that women, control their legs, close their legs. New school baby mama has her priorities messed up. Too busy getting her nails and hair done rather than investing in something better, i.e. the children. Yeah. New school, yes, you're right. New school baby mamas, it's all about the aesthetic. It's very much about the aesthetic. New school baby mom is very, very much about the aesthetic with the new school baby moms. Like, it's very much about the aesthetic. I cannot lie to you. It's extremely about the aesthetic. So, hair, nails, makeup, BBL, surgery, fillers, lips, all of that. So hair, nails, makeup, BBL, surgery, modern baby moms, all about the aesthetic. How many baby moms you see walking around with their lips looking like this? Looking like this. How many? Tell me how many. I see a lot. Everyone got duck lip. Everyone got duck lip. I don't even know. Everyone got duck lip. They do. Everyone's got duck lip. They don't, about the man to them. Yeah, some girls only chat the bad. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. I fully agree. Old school baby mama versus new school baby mama. What else, guys? Tell me, what else? What else? What else? What other stuff old school what other stuff did old school baby mamas do? Let me hear some suggestions. I'm gonna fill up the board. Even the Kardashians removed bare when they realized their kids were getting to their shapes. Yeah. Man, that family, they got looks and looks and looks. I don't even know how many looks they got. But that family just served it. You know, they be talking about serving looks. I don't know, but that family just be serving looks. Kardashians. What else, guys? Let me hear some suggestions. You know, they had. What was the difference between? If you could say something about old school women and the single mothers of the time, what would you say? What was one of the main differences when you think about even your grandma and that, whether or not they're single or not? But what types of women were there? What was it? Let me hear the chat. What types? One night stand, situation. What types? What types? They were taught by their own parents. Yes, they was. Yes, they was. I like that. Let's fill up the board. They were taught by their own parents. Yeah, they were taught by their own parents. The mothers passed them down the gems. The mothers passed them down gems. Like, that was they taught them how to serve a man. Yeah? Gems. How to serve. Yeah, they taught them how to serve. That's a very key point. Thank you for that. They were taught by their own parents. Mothers taught their daughters how to cook. Cook. They were taught how to cook. But wait, they were taught how to cook. They were. But what were modern women taught how to do? Like, what did Cardi B say? I don't cook. I don't clean. How do you think I got this ring? They think the WAP, no WAP has ever. Let me tell you something. WAP won't make a man buy you no ring. I'm gonna be real. All you women think you got the boom WAP. I said this before. It's not as good as you think. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. They were taught how old school baby mamas. They were taught by their parents how to serve a man, how to cook, how to clean, how to serve a home. But in comparison to new baby mamas, can't cook, won't cook. They can't cook, they won't cook, they refuse to cook. They want to do Uber Eats. They want to do date night. Nothing wrong with date night, but not date night every night. Not date night, it's not steak night every night. Yes, dutiful. Old school women had duties. I like that. Duties. Oh, yes, they had their duties. Yes. I like that. Yeah, most of our generation, they're supervisors. Yeah. So guys, we're gonna open up the live stream. I'm gonna throw the link, and then you guys can, you know, jump in the chat. That's what we're gonna do. I'll put the link up, and then you guys can jump in, and I'm moving this thing. Okay, guys, that's the link to join. That's the link to join the chat. Yeah. Yeah, for real. New school, they want to be men. Want to be men. They want to be men, literally. Like, literally, they want to be men. They literally want to be men. So, guys, that's the link now, guys. If you want to jump on the live stream, we got a little bit of space. I want to save that bit of space for any suggestions that you guys want to do, and we'll get it going on. Just give me a second, and we'll get it going on. That's what we're gonna go and do. Let's get back to live again. Oh, let me just go to YouTube. So that's looking like a, can't lie, that's kind of looking like a kind of a good list though. Can't lie, that's kind of looking kind of like a good list though. How we doing? Guys, we've got a tiny little bit of space. I can think of a few things, but that's the whole point. Chat. What are we gonna do, chat? Yeah, chat. So we've done quite well. So we just filled it up slightly. But we've got a little bit of space where what we'll do is we're gonna take some people on the live, and then you'll be able to add some. We've got a bit of space. We'll run through it. We're gonna run through it. Empress, what have you got to say? So for everyone on Instagram, we're currently streaming live on YouTube. We'll just jump back in to let you guys know what's going on. We've told everybody if you want to see, if you want to get the angle because it's back to front, that's because we're not streaming on here. We're streaming on YouTube. So we're just letting people know what we're doing because Instagram keeps banning me. It's done that for like months for some reason, and I can't allow people on there. So we're just currently streaming live on YouTube at the same time. And this evening session, or lecture, should I say, is on old school baby mamas versus new school baby mamas. It is, and it's been a topic that we've been able to, quite a lot of people wanted to have a discussion about. So I said I would tell you the difference. Well, we would discuss the differences and we'll outline some of them, and we've got quite a few. Over there. I'm just checking the angles. Just making sure everything's good over here. Okay, we've got the angles good. Right. YouTube. What have we missed? What is a baby mama? First of all, okay, we'll take everyone through it. For the people that are on, hold on. Let me quickly let them know. Let me quickly let them know. Because I hate instantly be doing something. YouTube live now. Let's see if they're... Yeah, cool. Then let me pin that. Yeah, cool. Then let me pin that. Okay, cool. Let me just slightly. Okay, then let me pin that. What is a baby mama? Okay, so we define that straight away. Anyone that has a baby out of wedlock. So let's talk about the differences between old school baby mamas versus new school baby mamas. Old school baby mamas, for example, or single mothers, the first type, they were widows. And what were widows? Widows were humble. They were grateful. Why? A lot of the times they were created out of war times. So out of war times, and they would, the man that was coming was stepfather. The widows, they were unmarried, and there was a lot of shame around that. So, at that time, they were looking to get married. Okay? And that's the same for new school baby mamas. I don't think anyone foresees that their partner going. So I think that's the same for new school baby mamas, right? So let's talk about new school baby mamas. I'm a single mother by choice. We've all heard that, yeah? I'm a single mother by choice. From a one-night stand, a situationship, or when they hit the wall. I'm a single mother by choice. We always talk about that. Now, some people are going to be like, oh, single mother by choice, yeah? I'll be like, well, why would you purposely choose to place your child at a statistical disadvantage? Why would you do that? And we spoke about this earlier on, and we said that obviously, of course, like some scenarios, such as DV, no woman should be expected to be in that scenario, but divorce is initiated 70% of the time by women, and out of that is only about 5% is DV cases. The rest of it say cheating, but men and women cheat about equal percentage of the time, and the rest of it just comes down to irreconcilable differences, which tends to be people just don't want to try anymore. So that tends to be how they would, and that's a selfish, I'm a single mother by choice, right? Okay, cool. So old school baby mamas, they were married, youthful, married young, they're youthful. They were virgins. The men got virgins, the men got virgins. They didn't get a woman that was run through. They didn't. They got virgins, yeah? She was a housemaker. She was a homemaker. She was a wife. She was a mother. She was a homemaker. She was a submissive wife. Submissive, it creates images in people of a woman just lying down, not doing anything, being told by a man, not having a life. That is not what submissiveness is not. No, it means trusting in the man's leadership. He's the captain of the ship. Yes, when you're a captain of the ship, your people, yes, they submit to you, not because they trust in your leadership, captain. You're going to get us through the storm, captain. So they trust in your leadership, captain. I, captain. That's what you are. You're her captain. So she trusts your leadership. But let's look at modern women. What do? Right? 18 to 28 is wasted. with Chad, Tyrone and Jerome getting run through, right? Then they get a high body count, multiple kids, where those days the woman would be just one kid would be bad enough, but they'll come on multiple kids. They'll talk about trauma. But what else do they do? Modern women, they bring outside men into their home, outside men into home. And that's the danger. That's the danger. When you bring outside men into your home, one of the reasons why children are abused because of the women, sorry, because of the men that the women bring into their home, the outside men into their home, right? That's one of the main things. But let's speak about the babies that they have out of selfishness, one night stand situationship. The war. What is the war? The war is age from 30 to 35. That is the war. It starts at age 30 to 35. We established that that is what the war did, and this is what the war sounds like. You get me? So let me just hit them with the war sound. That's the war. So age 30 to 35. Age 30 to 35. That's the war, right? Age 30 to 35. And that's what the women do, right? Okay, and what's so dangerous about dealing with women at this stage? I'll tell you what's dangerous. What's dangerous is the fact that she's gonna want to have a baby, bro. At that age, if you get her pregnant, she's not aborting that baby. Not saying to tell her to, but just gotta know she's about to cash out with you. You're her last hope at this, and she's about to cash out with you. Okay, let's talk about that. Discipline. Difference of old school baby mom versus new school baby moms. Discipline and respect for the man. They would respect his discipline, his authority. The old school baby mamas would respect his discipline and his authority, right? The man that stepped up, the stepfather, the man that stepped up, the stepfather, the man that stepped up. It was a big ask. But modern women, they lead with it like it's a badge of honor. It's a very big disrespect to come to a man with a child from another man. And they don't understand it because society's told them that, oh, men will just know. Men will not. And this is what they knew. They knew this because this is what they were told. But society's lied to women and told them you are the prize, regardless. And then they come outside and then they don't get the results that they want. And then when men like me speak, they're like, oh, they start crying and getting upset about it and trying to come at me. But it's not me. This is men. They just won't tell you. You're lucky that I tell you. You're lucky that I even put these lessons together. This is why I said get your pen and your paper. Guys, like the video, please. Everyone in the chat, please like the video. Please like the video. It's the #1 metric that YouTube uses to push out the content. So we need that. We need that. Thank you very much. If it's the first time you're here, then I ask you subscribe, turn the notification bell so you're the first person to hear when it comes in, and support the channel, guys. You know, this is a lesson. Like, I'm putting lessons for you. We go live 5 nights a week from 8:30 onwards, and you know, I'm putting lessons together. We're taking live calls, and you know, we're getting guests on there. So we would appreciate you supporting the channel. Like I said, we're raising money for my laser pen, and any super chat donations we appreciated. Also, we've got 3 separate membership tiers, and from the price of a cup of coffee a month, which is basically $1.99, you can join the membership, and you're going to be getting way more content than you're seeing out currently now. So great. So let's keep running through what we have. So there was a time when if a woman was unmarried, she was seen as crazy. They would even throw her in the asylum, the loony bin, right? Having a baby out of wedlock, she was known as a whore. And those children in turn would be called bastards. When I went to school, people would scrap in the playground because they would call you a bastard. Oh, that's a man. Oh, a man called man a bastard. Like they would. That's what they would do. It wasn't me. I didn't do that. I went to a Roman Catholic school. That's what happened. They would scrap. And then that would lead to backstreet abortions. Backstreet abortions. Those were things that would, you know, because of the shame of being unmarried, right? The shame of being unmarried and having a baby out of wedlock, it led to backstreet abortions, which obviously could affect the woman's fertility and ability to have babies in the future, and could also kill the woman. But let's look at, but that's old school baby mamas. Look at what they almost killed themselves just because they didn't want to live with the shame of having a baby out of wedlock. Okay, let's look at new school baby mamas. All right, my body, my choice. Abortion as a contraceptive. Now, it is my body, my choice. Yes, of course it is. But using abortion as a contraceptive, that is wild to me. Like, modern women use abortion. A lot of modern women use abortion as a contraceptive. Like, for me, abortion was supposed to be really for in the worst possible scenarios. And I would look at grape and those scenarios like that. That's what I think it's supposed to. That's what I think it's supposed to be there for. But modern women will use it as a last minute, because they know no matter what, they've got that ace in the back of their pocket where they can go and get rid of the child. And obviously, with my body, my choice, You know, men don't have a say in it, right? But I've always said before, if women can abort their babies, right, because it's their body, their choice, shouldn't that be allow men to have a financial abortion? So, because if you, no babies are born because a man wants the baby. So any baby that's born is because a woman wants it, and any baby that's not born is because a woman doesn't want it. And that's the truth of the matter. So it's crazy to me because I've never seen people as much supportive as about killing their own babies. It's wild to me, and they'll tell you all the manner of things. It's my body. Yeah, it's cool, but like that's just because people don't want accountability. And obviously they had the Roe v. Wade stuff, and you know, let's talk about trapping men. Hot sauce, right? Let's talk about my body, my choice. Trapping men. Trapping men. Once they hit the wall 30 to 35, like I said, once they hit the wall 30 to 35, what's gonna happen? That's when they get. That's when they get desperate. Yeah. That's when if you have sex with her and she gets pregnant, she's gonna keep it, bro. You're gonna be a father, bro. 100%, 100%. Yeah. And then look. Hot sauce. Remember Drake. Remember what Drake said? Drake was having to put hot sauce inside his condoms. You know why? Because the girls like Drake would have to put hot sauce in his condoms. The NBA had to issue statements to their players to tell them that they have to start taking their condoms with them because so many women were basically essentially picking the condoms out for the NFL players to try to get pregnant, because once you have your baby in court, it doesn't matter. Legally, that's your child. They'll be like, she picked out no, she's pregnant with your child. That sounds like some cap. No, it's not gonna work. And that's why I didn't hear that girl that was talking about, oh, Drake put hot sauce in the condom and now it's burning me. Hold on a second. Why was you going inside the bin and trying to take the condom out? So you got burnt. You got burnt because you're trying to burn Drake financially. So that's modern women. They actually would treat abortion as a contraceptive versus the old school baby mamas, yeah. They literally risk their life for a backstreet abortion because of the shame of it. But look, now you have abortion readily free, and look what does it do? Okay, let's keep it moving. Oh yeah, another thing for the man then. You need to take this pen down. You need to take this down. Take this one down. Fat things don't abort babies. Fat things don't abort babies. Fat things don't abort babies. They don't. So let me tell you something. If you decide to go up in this girl and shoot up in the club because you like her, she got big breasts, and let's be real, them fat things always give the crazy sloppy topic. I get it. Man, I'm not. Remember when I'm speaking, I'm never at you, bro. Like I'm never coming at you. Pause. Like I'm just trying to just say, I get it, but I've got to educate. And that's part of what the lesson is. So fat things don't abort. So if you decide to shoot up in the club, that's why you see these lighties. Bro. These lighties, some of the most beautiful lighties, go look at their mum, bro. They are finished. These Sharons, these Tracys, they are finished. These Karens. A lot of these lighties mums look like real Karens, I'll be honest with you. Real. But someone had to go out there and create this beautiful specimen of a daughter for me. Thank you very much to them old school yardie guys and African guys that came first, and they decided to bite the bullet for me. I appreciate you because you created Jade and Chanel and Charmaine. All of them, all of the mains, all of them. I know some fat dash with belly gal, yeah, of course. So fat things don't abort babies. Nah, they don't. They must have had a man already because they're gonna have those babies. So fat things don't abort babies. But let's keep it going. Old school baby mamas versus new school baby mamas. What were they like? They had the family support. It was a stronger community. Yeah, the old school baby mamas had the family support. It was a stronger community. Instagram, I'm streaming live on YouTube, so if I'm in and out and if it's back to front, it's because this is not the main angle. It's streaming on another platform. If you want to watch it properly, link in the bio. But that's why I'm not focused on you, and that's why you can't see it properly. But the show, you can still hear me and you can get it, but you should subscribe and go across there. So they had the family, stronger community, right? But what did modern women do? What did the new school baby mamas do, right? The friends influence their bad decisions. The friends are important. The modern day, their friends are influence their bad decisions versus the old school baby mamas was all about the family support, the stronger community, right? They would listen. If they had problems, they would go to the grand, they'll go to their mother-in-law. Family, there would be family, they would talk. Sister-in-laws. But where do these ones go? They go to their friends, right? And let's keep it real. A lot of these friends, bad decisions. A lot of these friends influence them and give them bad decisions. Now, let's be real. Now, I've always said this to the girls. If your man is paying for stuff, yeah, if he's not cheating on you, yeah, he's blowing your back out, he's looking after you, do not tell your friends. Do not tell your friends. Do you know why? Because your friends are haters. I'm not lying to you, bro. You know what it is? I'm going to be real. It's a bit of a sticky one still. It's a sticky one still. Do not tell your friends. Do not tell your friends, because I'll be real. Like, it's human nature. Some people just can't be happy for you. Like, you know, when your life is going really well, they're trying to be happy for you. It's not their fault. They can't take. They just can't. And they're just thinking, oh, but why can't I? And you know that friend that she's always linking man, always got new man, but she can't keep a man. And your virgin, like your girl, like will fall out with her or something, and then she'll be talking to you, telling you about all the business. Then all of a sudden they squash the beef now. Then they get back together. And you're like, hold on a second. Wasn't that girl that was just doing the mad thing on holiday, and you're telling me about all this? Now you're going out with her again, and she's like, no, it's cool. We're friends. We're like, no, that's a red flag, babe. Man, I'm gonna be real with you. You don't want your girl outside with some of these girls, man, because she's single, and she's single. There's nothing wrong with her being single, but single women keep other women single. That's the truth of the matter. You heard Tyrese's ex-missus. She was crying, talking about, oh, you know what, I regret divorcing Tyrese, and you know what, he was really good to me, and you know what, at the time, it was my friends in the ear. She was like, you know what, I called my attorney, and then you called your attorney. Guys, so you was having problems with your baby father, you was having problems with your husband, and you called your attorney, your lawyer, the person that will benefit if you guys break up. Okay, make it make sense. And this is new school baby mama thinking. Now she's crying, talking about, oh, you know what, I regret if I could take it. Yeah, of course you regret it, because you broke now. Leave Tyrese alone. Tyrese is an emotional brother. I get it. But he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. She's setting down his path now because she's hit the what? She's hit the wall. She's hit the wall. 30 to 35. She's hit the wall. I think she's older anyway. And now she wants her man back. No. That's what's going on. So let's continue. Old school baby mamas. They were taught by their own parents. See, this is something that's been lost. The mother taught her how to serve. Yeah? They gave them gems. They were passed down how to serve a man, how to cook. They were all about duties. Cook, clean. How to be, like, what's wrong with that? But what do we have now? Modern day woman. I can't cook, won't cook. Uber Eats. They want to go date nights all the time. Uber Eats, can't cook, won't cook, want to go date nights, want to be doing up lifestyle all the time. Yeah? Hair, nails, makeup, BBL, surgery, lips, weave, sandals. It's just this is what they want. This is what they want. And more, they want to be men. They want to be men. They literally want to be men. Literally. They literally want to be men. They literally want to be men. So guys, old school baby mama versus new school baby mama. What is we started off basic, just because this is a bit of education, because I'm tired of having to go back and forth with everybody. What is a baby mama? A baby mama is anyone or any woman that has a baby out of a wedlock. Unmarried, simple, bang. If you have a baby out of wedlock, you're a baby mama. Please, can we not go back and forth? Just, it's fine. It doesn't diminish you as a mother. Amazing baby moms. Some of you, I got love for you, baby moms. You know what I do? I always tell you guys I got love for you, baby moms. I do. I got love for you, baby moms, but I will not be a stepdad. I will not be a stepdad, but I will. Don't worry about what I will do, but I will not be a stepdad. That's what you got to know. That's all you got to know. No stepdaddy. Smash the like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Please shout out to Doug MP. You're back. I see you was in the gym getting bullet. You know what I mean? Man said China's keeping it real with the old school pointer, none of that laser pointer. But bro, that's why I'm keeping it real. But I was trying to get my laser pen though. What are you saying? You guys prefer this? Let me get the laser pen and then we'll do the difference. I'm gonna get the laser pen, guys. Then we're gonna do the difference. Jam. I know you're just kissing your teeth, but Jam, you love me anyway. You know what it is, yeah? Big up Jam, because she's my people's them, and I rate her as a mother, and you know what I'm like. She's done an amazing job on her son. Amazing job, man. And I swear she's from Tottenham, man. That's the thing. just for doing that. We need to be, man, we just got to rate you just for doing that. Amazing woman, amazing woman. Big her up. Big up all the mothers that are doing a good job. Like, you guys don't think I shout you guys out, because I do. And I think, like, there's a lot of a focus on the baby and whatever, but don't ever get this twisted. I grew up I'm raised by black women, you know what I mean, family, my friends, like my aunties and stuff, like, you know, I obviously father, but I understand the strength of women, and I just want women to remember that they hold power, and they should stop giving it away, because they give it away and then they realize later when they don't have it, but they initially had power and so much value. And it's just about asking women to ask for more. You know what I'm trying to say to you? That's all I've ever done. That's all I've ever said, to ask for more. Like, imagine me, I'm telling women to ask for better for themselves, and then you want to hit me with more. Come on, man. Like, I'm just telling women that they should ask for more for themselves. Like, raise the standards. If you raise the standards, men will follow it. It's always been that way. Like, it's always been that way. Raise the standards. What's the solution? The solution is, guys, we jump in the chat. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's get some people in, guys. Come on, come on, guys. Let's jump in the chat. Let's speak about this. Let's get it warmed up. Doug, you back in? You want to get it warmed up? Doug, you want to kick it off? Let's jump in the chat. Let me drop the link again for you guys. We're gonna go straight into it. We're gonna go straight into it, because we need to discuss this. You know, we need to discuss. We need to discuss this, because what are we saying? You know, but pick up all the baby mamas in there, man. But I'm like, all of these lessons is so that we can learn something, so we can move forward. We can get something out of this, you know. Pick up all the baby mamas out there. That's the link. I just dropped it again if you want to jump in the chat. So, guys, old school baby mamas versus new school baby mamas. You see the difference? What do we do? People are saying, but what's the what's the point of all of this? What's the point of all of this? The point is to show women how far. First of all, you guys ain't nothing like the women of Bio. You guys, you are the freest you've ever been. You have more opportunity that you've ever been. You can literally do everything. Like, it's pretty not. I don't really know what a man can do that a woman can't do. But you moan the most. You're the modern women are the most unhappiest of women, but yet they're the most freest, and they have the most ever in the man of history. Women are now basically doing the best ever, but yet they complain the most. Yeah, if you want to give an alternative opinion, jump onto YouTube. You can jump on the live. Of course I do. I do lives every single night. Anyone can jump on. Anyone can jump on. The link is there. You jump on my YouTube in my bio, and the link will be in the stream. You come straight into there. We can't do it on Instagram. We just have Instagram so you guys can see what I'm doing, but it's not. It's literally on the other platform. So if you want to, and what I found is I'm about solutions and frameworks. No one really wants to get any solutions. Everyone just wants to talk. Part of doing this is basically showing you what's happened, where we've gone wrong, right? And what we need to do, essentially, or where we need to look at some of the areas. But people just don't want to do that, because everything I speak about, it involves you holding up a mirror to your face and looking at some of the choices you've made in your life. But we live in a world where nobody wants to have accountability for anything. No one wants to have accountability for anything. And you have someone like me that's all about accountability on both parts. I was doing a show yesterday. They're trying to tell me that accidents happen. Babies just happen. I said, babies don't just happen. I couldn't believe I had grown women trying to tell me babies just happen. I said, no, babies happen because people have sex. Like, you do. And okay, gentlemen, guys, every time that you lay down with a woman, you must be prepared to have a baby. Every time and why would you be surprised that act of sex creates life? Let me break it down to you, because this is why it's education right now, because some of you guys don't understand that act of sex brings life. Some of you guys have forgotten that the simple act brings life. Some of you guys have forgotten the simple act brings life. It does. So why are you surprised if she gets pregnant? Why? What you do not know? Let me, you know. And there's one easy way if you don't want to get pregnant. Don't have sex. Simple. Very simple. Very simple. Very simple. Many people do it. Very simple. So I don't accept if your teenage daughter or son comes home at 15 or 14 years old and says they just had a baby, yeah, and they says, oh, what? He said, oh, it just happened. Would you accept that? Let me hear if you're gonna accept that. Let me hear one woman that's going to accept that in this comment. Let me hear the cap. Let me hear the cap. If your child comes home at 14 and 15, yes, yeah, oh, you're gonna tell me, oh, it's because it's underage. Okay, cool. Let's do 16 legal. Cool. Your child comes home at 16 years old, in year 11, 16 years old, right? And she comes home pregnant. And then she asks you what happened. So, oh, well, I used the condom. It happens. Is that okay? That's what I had ladies telling me yesterday on a platform. Then on top of that, they wanted to ask me, oh, but I said, look, I'm a big man. I don't have any kids. That's not by accident. Then they wanted to try to imply about men's fertility. See, this is what women will do. Modern women, when they'll meet a man that has sexual discipline, that is not out here just breeding up everything, and they'll try to act like, oh, you can't have kids. No, I just don't want to breed up you baby mamas. How about that? How about that? How will you ever try to say because a man, like, men, let me tell you something. You're not supposed to have kids with people you're not married to. Some of you guys haven't had this education. That's why you're in these problems. Why are you having babies with people that have not claimed you? Imagine that. Imagine me putting a baby in a woman that had not claimed me. What am I? What am I? What, am I just out here just giving you my seed? Are you okay? Do you know who I am? Let me remind you. Some of you guys don't have no value for yourself. That's the problem. I have lots of value for myself. Like the people you lay down with, the people that you choose to, and then when you meet men like me, I'll tell you about that. You don't like it. You don't want no accountability, but you lay down with that person. Oh, just my baby father. It's not just your baby father. It's the guy you chose to create life with. You carry that life for 9 months and you bring it to term. Now you're broken up and you're meeting outside and you're like, oh, it's nobody. It's somebody. It's somebody. It's somebody that's gonna. Imagine this, guys. Let me give you an example. Imagine having a boyfriend that never leaves. You meet a girl, she got an ex that never ever leaves. Like never ever leaves. Can call her any time for any reason, and she has to pick up the phone. That's what it's like dealing with a woman with a baby father. Basically, you're in a three-way relationship. You're in a polygamous relationship. Let me tell you about polygamy. You guys tend to think that polygamy means that you guys are sleeping with her at the same time. No. That's not polygamy. No. Sorry. Polygamy is about resources. So any woman that allows a man to have a child by one woman, then when she meets him, she has a child by him. You're in a polygamous relationship, because polygamy was never ever about sleeping with multiple people at one time. So a lot of times a guy will sleep with women just to procreate for the community, and after that they will get to work. He's not sleeping with women again. And if he did, it was to create another child. Polygamy. So that's polygamy. So when you meet a guy and he says, oh, I've got a kid, and you date him, and then you're basically allowing that, and then you have a kid with him, you're in a three-way relationship. So women don't think about that. You know why? Because women don't care about other women. All they care about themselves. And that's why this whole unity thing about, they would take your man. Listen, women will take your man. You have to understand. And another thing, it's not your man. If you're not married to somebody, this is another thing that these new school baby mamas don't understand. They want the same roles as the old school baby mamas or wives, but they haven't fulfilled the roles. Like, no man owes you no loyalty if you're boyfriend and girlfriend status. They're not gonna like that one. Listen, I'm gonna be real. No man owes it to you. No man owes you loyalty if you're not married to them. I know you don't like it. Boyfriend and girlfriend status is boyfriend and girlfriend status. Boyfriend and girlfriend status has 100% breakup rate. Do you know why? Because we've all had boyfriend and girlfriend since, nursery, primary school. You broke up. What was your first boyfriend or girlfriend? You broke up, right? Cool. Everyone's got a first that we broke up. Marriage, they'll talk about 50% breakup rate. Cool, but boyfriend and girlfriend status has 100% breakup rating, because you're supposed to graduate from boyfriend and girlfriend into you're not supposed to stay at that level forever. You're not. You're supposed to graduate. That's like being in school and never leaving. Like, just staying. Like, that's how what you guys do. But then you want to not leave primary school, or you don't want to leave secondary school, but yet you want to claim higher education. You're frauding. You are. It's plagiarism. I'm sorry. It's full-blown plagiarism. You are. It's full-blown plagiarism. I'm just keeping it true. I'm just keeping it true. I am. I'm just keeping it true. What do you want me to tell you? It's full-blown plagiarism. So what did we do? how do we go forward? What is the framework? The framework for this is women. You need to start asking for better. You need to start asking for more. You need to start raising your standard. It's only when you raise your standard, ladies. It's only when you raise your standard, ladies, will you get a better standard of man. What do they say? You can tell no nation will rise higher than the level its ladies, right? So essentially, if you want to look at where a nation is at, just look at what its women does. Look at what its women does, because the women essentially set the culture. Women set the culture. You do realize that men, yes, men force the rules, but women are the biggest consumers. They set the culture. That's why they want to keep women as single for as long as possible, because the longer you're single, the more you consume. And the more you consume, the more money they make out of single women. Just like the longer men are single, the more we consume, the more we're outside. The moment you get in a relationship, what happens? You stop doing some of the things you're doing. You stop like all of a sudden you save more money. Well, sometimes you don't, but you know, that's a major difference between old school baby mamas and new school baby mamas. Guys, we're streaming on YouTube. I'm just quickly looking at Instagram, just letting you guys know if you want to get the full screen and you want to see the full board and not back to front, then you should be on there and you're going to see that. Guys, let's take some live callers. You know, I'm ready to see what some of you guys got to say, because I know a lot of you guys have been out here chatting, chatty. Chatty. Go for some comments. Yes, yeah. Look, some people choose to make themselves single mothers. Some people don't. I get it. You know, I mean, I think this is one of those conversations where women, they know. I just think like they were just wives, like in those days. I just think in those days they were just wives. They were wives, and these ones are just. And the real main difference is quite simple. Old school baby mamas were just wives, and new school baby mamas are just basically baby mothers. That's it. They were wives. They were wives. Even when they were baby mamas, they were wives. So that's it. Old school baby mamas were never baby mamas. They were always wives. They were always wives. They were widows. And apart from the few that were crazy asylum whores with bastard children, yes, those ones, yes, that did a batshit abortion. But the majority, they were wives. The whole mindset, it was all about wives. Yeah. Versus the new school, they're just baby mamas, just plain and simple baby mamas. It's not nothing personal. It's plain and simple. Yo, G, do you want to put on your camera, please, in the green room, guys? When you come to the green room, please have your cameras on and your audio's on. I'll get you straight in. That's the link. Get me? I'll get you in. That's the link. Bro, you was in there. If you want to put on your camera and you can come through, just get your camera on, and I'll get you in. I think the only way we change things to teach girls again how we were taught. Yeah, that's the thing. We have to go back. We have to rewind. We have to go back into time. Like, like that's the main thing we need to do. We need to go back into time. Like, we have got the blueprint for something, but we need to go back. We can't go forward. We need to go back. Like, whatever we've been doing, it's not working. Yeah, we need to take it way back, because whatever we've been doing is not working currently. Yeah, and I think when something's not working, you can't be scared to be like, you know what, we got to just scrap it and just start again. We got to scrap and start again. We got to scrap and start again. And that's what we're doing with these lessons, is because when you have these lessons, and when you list the different things, it actually starts building a picture. It starts building a real picture. You're like, okay, well, that is a big difference. You know, read the Bible properly. It's all in there. Yeah, but you know they don't want to read the Bible. Like, and not everyone reads the Bible or follows the same religion. So we need to find something a little bit more, you know, a little bit more inclusive. I'm not saying the Bible is very inclusive, but I'm saying for the people that are going to be like, oh, I don't follow, we need to give them a framework. We need to give them something that they can follow. And this is a good framework. It's not even this is not a plan. This is just saying, look, the differences of how they used to be and what men used to get. Men, this is not just for women. Like, this is for you too. This is what you used to get. This is what you're getting now. This is what you used to get. This is what you're getting now. And you have to ask yourself, what's happened? Women, are you happy with what's happening? And if you're not, then this is the moment where it's time to make a change, man. It's time to start asking for more. It's time to ask for more. If you're more, it's time to stop accepting less. That's one of the. Listen, I don't accept for less. You can clearly see. I just, and that's one of the things I don't accept. I don't accept less. But there's, don't accept less. But I've never. And let me just quickly put this out again. With everything that I say, remember, women, you can always win. This is about women winning. But I'm tired of women being upset or complaining about the results that they get continuously. Like continuously, This is about help. Who's really the lessons that I put out there, the time that I take. Why? Because it's that important. This is that important. We're building, even with all the polls that I do, we're building a picture. People say they don't like stats. We don't like stats. Where do you get the stats? So let's build our own picture then. Let's create our own stats based upon yes. Let's create a picture, because they never like a picture apparently created by someone else. So let me create this picture for you. But you guys are giving me, essentially, you guys are the picture. You're the painting. You're the paint. You're the paintbrush. I'm just the artist. That's it. I'm just the artist. But we need to go back. But the Bible's not for everybody. But this right here is for everybody. This is not based upon religion. This right here is for everybody to take in. This is something that everyone can learn from. Old school baby mama versus new school baby mama. Let's look at that. I think we're done good. So guys, what do you guys think? What do you think? Essentially, old school baby mamas were wives, and new school baby mamas are just baby mamas. They're just that it. They're just baby mamas. Guys, like the video as you come inside the chat, please. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you're subscribed as you come into the chat, please, as well. Make sure you're subscribed as you enter the chat room. Old school baby mamas versus new school baby mamas. Right, guys, I'm gonna give you guys an opportunity to jump into live. If anybody wants to add anything, but you know, if you haven't got anything to add, then I believe I delivered a stellar class. Everyone's speechless tonight. I mean, it's there for you to see, guys. Old school baby mama versus new school baby mama. It really is. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't even. So we're gonna be doing the lesson, tomorrow's lesson. What's tomorrow's lesson gonna be on? What's tomorrow's lesson? You guys want to know what tomorrow's lesson I'm gonna be on? Let's look at tomorrow's lesson. Let's have a quick look to tomorrow's lesson. What are we gonna do tomorrow? Let's have a quick look. Ooh. Tomorrow's lesson is gonna be a doozy. I like tomorrow's lesson. Right. So tomorrow, 8:30. Tomorrow's lesson is gonna be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What characteristics make a woman a 5, a 6? So what we're gonna be doing women rating tomorrow. We're gonna speak about the rating system, about a woman's rating. Like, what is she? Level ratings, and we're going to use celebrities to kind of gauge it, because we're not going to try to rate normal people. We're going to use celebrities to gauge the rating, and then we're going to use that to kind of bring that down to normal people. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be quite interesting. I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. I'm a single mother, but I've never been made to feel like one. I don't believe I was intended to be the silly word that you choose to use, but it's just the way it turned out to use. I get it. I know. Listen, I don't think, listen, a lot of women don't end up to be a single mother. They don't. I'm not saying that they do, but I'm just saying that I get it. I do. But I've never said that it diminishes you as a woman or the work you put in as a mother. Lots of women say I'm a baby mother. They're not bothered by the terminology, because they know they're like. I'll just be honest with you. Most of the time, it just flies over most women's head, because they're like, oh, it's just China. It's not. It doesn't. You know, they say hit dogs holler, but if it doesn't affect your life and it's not about you, it just kind of goes over your head, and it doesn't affect your reality. The people that tend to push back are the people that they triggered by it. If you know that you're not a baby mama, if you know that, then you wouldn't even pay attention to me. Do you know how much women say stuff that I don't necessarily agree with, but it's not about me, so I ain't got one to worry about. If they start talking about, oh, these men are waste man and they broke and they're not doing nothing, I don't care, because they're not talking about me. You know what I mean? Like, so I think people focus on the things that they don't got to focus on sometimes, but I know they're not talking about me, like 100%. A lot of times they're not talking about you either, so. But yeah, tomorrow's show's going to be on rating 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. China's rating, and we're going to be talking about the rating system, 10 out of 10 for women. And yeah, do women overrate themselves? Have women got an overinflated perception on what they bring to the sexual marketplace? Yeah, what is their SMV, their sexual market value? Remember, we did that before. Remember, we did the show on the sexual market value. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about the rating system and the rest of it. Yes, no, come on, Jam. Look, listen. Yes, man, I'm a supporter of women. Trust me. Like, I call my sister baby mama. She's married. She's like, why you call me a baby mama for? I'm like, well, yeah, you're still white, like, still married. I'm like, yo, baby mama. She's like, I'm not. And I said to her, what? If baby mama's not a problem, why don't you mind me in the corner? She's like, because I'm not a baby mama. I'm like, what are you? She's like, my wife. I'm like, okay. All right, baby mama. And I kept it moving. So I said, you know what I mean? So guys, tomorrow's show, we're going to be doing, so guys, like, we stream live on YouTube. I'm not streaming on Instagram. I don't take any calls on Instagram. We do the whiteboard sessions, the lessons on YouTube, because Instagram's a hater and it keeps blocking my account. So I'm even surprised that I can get this far, but I do, because your boy got to keep it, you know what I mean? Your boy got to keep it consistent. I'm not rude. A little bit, maybe. I mean, okay, so listen, yesterday, so I was doing a live show yesterday. Shout out to Jedi. Shout out to Jedi. Big up Jedi. Speakonomics. Let me speak about Speakonomics quickly. Let me speak about. So I was doing Speakonomics last night. It's a brilliant event put on by Jedi, content creator, YouTuber, Trinanam. Yeah, big him up. Triluminati, big him up. And he had me as a speaker on there. And they was talking about fakery, about obviously women, makeup and the rest of it. And it just essentially got into, my thing about natural hair. And I was speaking about, the reasons behind natural hair and why, what society says and the beauty standard and who creates the beauty standard and, deeper things. And then one guy wanted to come up to me, like, he basically was like, oh, to the guy that's angry and aggressive on the mic. And I'm like, who's angry? Me. Talking to me, he was trying to come at me, yeah? And I was like, first of all, I'm not even angry, like, or aggressive, like. This, I expect that from a woman. I expect a woman to call me angry and aggressive. And not one woman would do the... Women love me anyway. Just the fat ones and the dead things that don't. But anyway, so, yeah, so so he was talking some rubbish. So I just said to him, look, I said to him, like, men wouldn't do that to other men. When I see other strong men, I don't call them aggressive or I don't call them angry. I gravitate towards them. I'm on stage speaking at an event. Why the hell would I be angry for? I'm happy. Right now, my life is real good. My life is good anyway. But, I mean, right now, I've got so many opportunities going on. Why would I be upset? So I told him, of course you're going to say that because you ain't got no hair. You ain't got no hairline. I mean, it was kind of a red flag because he was bought that. But I was like, the whole audience was like, oh, Chyna, you said that. But I'm like, what? I mean, yeah, I did say that to him. I apologized to him after because, like, someone come up to me, they're like, oh, that was a bit deep still. I was like, not really, but then when I started apologizing to him, he was like, oh, that went over my head. In my mind, I wanted to be like, yeah, of course you did, you're bored. Hey, listen, I should be doing stand-up at this at this moment, like, to get me. When is the No Behavior podcast out, bro? Bro, I think it's out now. I don't know what these men have done, like, with it. I think it's on their Patreon, innit? But I swear I put the link in my bio. Go look at my stories, and then in that post I posted today, that Loons posted up, I swear I put the link in it to it. But tomorrow I'm gonna post a clip. Tomorrow I'm gonna post a clip on Instagram, innit? And then I'll put a clip. I'll put it out tomorrow, I think, because I'm not sure why they haven't. I don't know. But that's a good show. Trust me, they got some clips on it, man. Loons tagged me in the clips are there, and I want to see that. Shout out to No Behavior, man. Big up Margs. So I'm saying to you, big up Bino. So I'm saying to you, big up Loons. Them man are cool brothers, man. Definitely big them up, man. How about baby father versus non-baby father? But old school baby. No, sorry. The lessons. I'm the teacher. You don't tell the teacher what to deliver in the syllabus, okay? You come to class, you get your pen, your notepad, and you know what I mean, you listen, you attend. You get put in a naughty corner for that behavior there. So I'm saying you get reprimand. One pink slip. So I'm saying, how you coming, first of all, you haven't even done no lessons and you're talking about a different lesson. Do you know what happened in school? You haven't even graduated this class, now you want to get into baby father class. Deal with your own first. Deal with your baby mama class. And then after you do baby mama class, we'll get you through this class. Because you're a baby mama. What do you say? I need to sit down with King Riches. No, I don't. Why would I sit down with King Riches for? Come on, man. Why would I do that? I've already done that before, bro. I gave him his best show he ever got. He never got millions of views like that since that. Come on, man. His best shows have me on there. Everyone's best shows have me on there. Let's just be real. Well, I mean, but no. I've done all of that. King Richards ain't even got a show no more. He's not on Pearl show no more. He ain't even got no show. What am I doing? He's doing reactions. Nah, B. I'm on my own thing right now, B. I'm married. Shalina, you ain't married. Since when you married? Since when you married? You ain't married. You ain't married. You married to what? You married? Listen, she ain't married. Stop the cap. I don't like when women come and start capping, because I'm gonna expose you women that start capping. Don't cap. Yes, Nikki. Big up, Nikki. Hey, Nikki, do you want to jump on the live? Wait, let me post the clip up. Let me hold on. This is the link if you want to jump in and talk about old school baby mama versus new school. But Jam, don't you want to talk about it, Jam? Come talk about baby mamas with me. Cause you be talking in the comments, Jam. Come talk to your boy about why you're baby mama. Guys, that's the link there, the StreamYard link. I just dropped that there. If you want to join in the chat, you know what I mean. I miss so much. Read the list to me. Jump on the live and I'll read the list to you. No, jump on the live and we'll do it's fine. Rather than me reading the list to you, then you jump on the live, and then we'll do the list together, okay? That's the link there. Jump on the live and we'll do the list together. Jam, you need to jump on the live, Jam. Come on. Come on, Jam. You need to jump on the live. They want to see a little sweet chocolate darling on my live. Come on. You wanna jump on. That's the link there. We're gonna go through the list together. If you miss class, you've missed class. But I'm not going to. You normally when people miss class, they have to go and do extra, do pick up. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to take you through. I remember teachers used to hate having to do this. You want me to have to make this exception for you, but I'm going to do that for you right now. She says, I don't have no makeup, so you have to excuse me. I've told you women about not making an effort for me. I'm tired of this. You get me? I'm saying to you, I need that. I need that. You know, a man like me, I need that. I need the effort. I need the effort. I need the effort, you know? But today I'll let you off because, you know, I'm the type of guy that needs that. I need it. I do. But I'll let you off today. Just this one time, I'll let you off. Jam, I'll allow you in it tonight because you're not even on the YouTube. You're on the Instagram. You don't want to come YouTube because you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna be live. But Jam, don't worry. This time I'll allow you. I don't mix you. She don't mix me. Jam, are you single? Have you got a man? Because you might get a man if you come on my live. I don't know your status, but you might. I don't know what your status. I don't know what your status is. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Let me grab my headphones real quick. Because I'm all the way in Florida.
Were you in Florida?
Yeah.
I'm in Florida real quick.
I'm watching my friend's kids right now because she's on a cruise with her husband. So she asked me to fly on and watch her kids for her. So that's what I'm doing.
You babysitting another baby mama?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm babysitting 3 kids. The youngest is 10 and 14.
Sounds like a nightmare. Sounds like my nightmare. Looking after someone else's three kids. I'm running.
You said what?
That sounds like my nightmare. Wait, you frozen? If you frozen, what are you doing?
I went out to the car to go grab my headphones because I can't really hear you.
Okay, I can hear you though. You're good. Your audio is clear.
All right, you there?
I am here. Are you here? Are you? Okay, you're gonna sit down. Okay, welcome to class. So you missed a lot. You missed a lot of class, so I'm gonna take you through. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So old school baby mama versus new school baby mama. That was today's lesson. We started off with a question, so we can get straight out of all the problems. What is a baby mama? A baby mama is any woman that has a baby outside of wedlock, unmarried. That is a baby mama. Okay, so we get straight into that. We don't have to keep going around the houses, right? Cool. So the difference between, let's start with the old school baby mamas, widows. That was initially the first type of baby mama, single mother that was created. They were humble, they were grateful due to, usually created out of war, and they needed a stepfather. Being unmarried at that time was a shame, so the man that stepped up, they used to rate him and they respected him very much highly, okay? Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the same for any woman that loses her man, old school baby mama and new school baby mama. It's the same thing, right? Widows, right? Cool.
Yeah.
So let's speak about single mothers, what they do. Okay, so the modern day single mother or the new school baby mama, I'm a single mother by choice. What does being a single mother by choice means? One night stand, situationships. When they hit the wall. Now, what is the wall? Age 30 to 35. That's the wall. That's when, like, basically, they're not having kids anymore. Well, they can have kids, but it's dangerous, right? Geriatric pregnancy.
Yeah, it's a slimmer chance of you getting pregnant.
Yeah, and it's quite dangerous. So that's the wall, right? Okay, cool. But listen, but what did the old school baby moms used to do? They were married, yeah, youthful. They were virgins.
Yeah. I mean, most people back then, like in the 50s and 60s, they were having kids at 14, 15 and getting married at 13, 14 and staying with their husbands until.
Okay. So, but what do we have in comparison to them? What do we have with the new school baby mothers? Okay, 18 to 28, the peak years, they waste it. You know what I mean? Getting run through by Chad, Tyrone, and Jerome, taking trips. You know what I mean? All the bad boys. Some of them actually come with a higher body count now. They didn't have that back in the day. Then they come with more kids. You was only expected to maybe look after one. Now they come with multiple kids, and then on top of that, they have trauma. Okay. All right. What are men getting? But let's also focus about the wall. Age 30 to 35. The wall. So I'm single mother by choice, which is selfish because when you choose to become a single mother by choice, you place your child at every statistical disadvantage by removing the father from the home. So that is selfish, and they choose to go and do that. That's not something they would have done before. Let's talk about it. They were submissive. Old school baby mothers were submissive, right?
Yeah.
Right? They were wives. They were a lot stronger than these modern baby mothers. And submissiveness does not mean that she does not have a mind of her own. Of course not. No, that's what these modern day feminists have tried to make you believe. Actually, all it meant was she trusted in his leadership. Yes.
Well, also back then, women weren't really working either. The old school baby mamas weren't really working.
No, they weren't. They weren't working. But work doesn't mean that you can't trust in a man's leadership. Let's focus on the word leader and ship. We all know what leader is, right? Yeah? What's a leader? Okay.
A leader is somebody who guides you
and
and tells you what to do.
So he's the captain of the ship. They trusted in his leadership. He's the captain. They have to respect it. Instagram, Instagram is about to cut off because we're going back across to YouTube. We do an hour just to let you guys see. If you want to see the rest of the live stream, then make sure you jump into the YouTube link in the bio and you see the red circle and jump into the live for everyone that missed it, okay? Thank you very much. All right, okay. So they trusted in his leadership because he was the captain, all right? He was the captain, right? Discipline. He would, hold on. Focus on charge with leadership, right? Discipline. He was allowed to discipline the kids. They respected him and his punishments and what he would give out, right? But what did he have with modern women? Friends influence them. Bad decision making. We all know that single women keep other women single. We know this. We've spoken about this.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually proven. I've actually have friends who've told me, be single. What are you doing back with your baby daddy? Go have fun. Come out to the bars with us. Come have fun with us.
They want you out in the streets, Nikki. Don't listen to them, Nikki. So and they'll do bad decisions. But those days, for example, in those days, it was known to be crazy. If you were a single woman, you was either crazy, put in a mad asylum, and if you had a baby out of wedlock, you were known as a whore, and the children were known as a bastard. It was such a shame because it was such a shame to be unmarried.
It was frowned upon then.
So they would do backstreet abortions, and we knew backstreet abortions were dangerous. Yeah, very dangerous to the woman and to the, you know what I mean, like to fertility. But what do we have now, Nikki? We have my body, my choice. Abortion being used as a contraceptive, not being used as a final solution.
You also have to think they're giving out birth control like it's candy.
Okay, there you go, like candy, yeah. So they give
and Plan B.
Yeah, Plan B like it's candy. Then you have women trapping men when they hit the wall, the age 30, 35 becomes a very dangerous time when they don't think that they're gonna have kids. So then they get a man that is reckless with his seed to shoot up in a club with them, and then all of a sudden now they trapped him. The Roe v. Wade scenario, the hot sauce in the condoms. Drake was putting hot sauce in his condoms because women were trying
Why?
to. Yes, let's take these condoms, right? Okay, right. Old school baby mamas. They had the family to support the stronger community, like I said, yeah. Whereas they had the friends that influence, but they were taught by their own parents. Yes, the fathers, the mother, gems, how to serve a man, how to cook. They knew their duties. They knew they were dutiful, extremely dutiful. But what do we have here? Hair, nails, makeup, BBL surgeries. These modern women, they can't cook. They won't cook. They want day nights. They want Uber Eats. And they want to be men. Literally, they want to be men. Literally, they want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we look at the end of it, Nikki, old school baby mama versus new school baby mamas, basically, old school baby mamas weren't just baby mamas, they were wives, all of them.
Yeah. They were wives before they were even.
Thank you. They were already wives.
Yeah.
Wife mentality. They were wives. They say the man that finds a wife finds a good thing and wins favor in the Lord. That's from the Bible. I mean, it's not about Bible preaching. It's about basically saying, you was a wife when we found you. We didn't make you into a wife. Just like I'm a husband before you found me. You don't get a man and turn him into a husband. He needs to be ready to be a husband already.
Well, baby mamas back then weren't called baby mamas. They were just called widows because, like you said, 90% of them were married, and it was very uncommon to find a unmarried woman with children.
Yeah. So and basically, new school baby mamas are just baby mothers. They're just baby mothers. That's it.
They just lack standards. I mean, coming from me, my parents never really taught me about the birds and the bees. They never really got me educated with, hey, like, value your body, value your virginity, wait till marriage. My parents never really had that conversation, period. And I come from my parents being separated, so I never knew my father. My father walked out on me when I was 3 months old, and then my stepdad came in the picture when I was 4 or 5 months old, and has ever since, and he's been my father. And even him to this day, he's like, the difficulty he has is knowing where he can parent and how he can parent with us, because he knows that we're not really his kids. And every time, like, say I would get in trouble as a kid, my mom would step in when my father would try to discipline me. Like, my stepfather would try to discipline me, and she's like, well, this is my kid, you can't touch my kid. And my dad's like, well, how am I supposed to discipline or tell her what to do if she's not my kid, but my kid? You want me to take on the responsibility of everything else, but you don't want me to be this kid's father, pretty much. So I think it's our parents not really informing us to value ourselves and to have standards, on top of understanding that we need ourselves to have standards with men, because not only women who don't have standards, is also men. So when they get into a relationship with a woman, it's always, we need that side chick or that side man. It's never like one relationship, one person. It's multiple relationships with multiple people.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think of the lesson? I gave you the quick rundown.
That the modern day women are just pretty much screwed, and that we just keep going more and more downhill, and that we need to reverse this and backtrack it and understand what our standards are, and stop having sex and opening our legs for every man that we think is just going to love us and care for us, because that's not the case. Love comes from within ourselves. And if we love ourselves and know that, like, hey, I don't need to have sex with this man for this man to love me, and I just need to get to know this man until this man puts a ring on my finger and marries me and has sex with me back like how it was back in the day, then that's how it's going to work. But right now we're not having that, because in this 21st century, everybody's wanting the next it, always wondering what's greener on the other side. It's never just being with your partner and trying to work out.
Facts.
They're never trusting the love and waiting for the feelings to come back. They're just like, oh, I fell out of love with them. I fell out of my feelings with them. I'm just going to leave.
Yeah.
And that's what society has taught us. And
Right.
women just think by getting pregnant, they can have some sense of stability by like getting pregnant. If the man leaves me, oh, I can get him for child support for 18 years. Oh, I'll have a house. Oh, I'll have my stuff together. And plus, like, you also have the government that helps you. So EBT, you also get Medicaid here in Virginia. So you and the child are fully covered by the medical. So if anything happens to you, whether it's health, dental, vision, whatever the case may be, the government takes care of it. On top of that, you also get free daycare. You get free schooling if you're a single mom. They just pretty much made it seem like being a single mom is where it's at. And then tax returns. You get about, I get roughly, because I'm not going to say the exact amount.
Yeah,
I get roughly
don't
anywhere
stop it.
from, yeah, I get anywhere from like 6 to 8K every year for being a single mother.
It's not bad work if you can get it.
I mean, not even working. Say I don't work and I get my son's Medicaid thing and I file for taxes, I still get the same.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So it's just the clout of being a single mom and everybody thinking it's cool when it's really not, and it's really frowned upon, and everybody's looking at you like, what are you doing with your life?
I think, you know what it is, I think most of them know that, but they kind of got to, they got to live their reality, so they got to kind of say things to make themselves feel good about it. But I think most of them kind of, you know, general consensus that it's not, nobody wants to be bringing up a child by themselves, you know.
Well, I have people who are still popping out babies like it's freaking candy and have like 10 baby daddies and thinking like, oh, that's like something to have underneath their belt when it's really not the case.
Yeah.
It's kind of like disgusting, or what are you doing?
Okay. All right, Nikki. Well, I've, you know, there's the board there. I, you know, expect you to go through it, have a look through it. Anything there, but I think you essentially went through every single. I think it's a good board. I think it's quite a good board. I'm quite happy with it.
I mean, yeah, you hit every topic pretty much, especially for the old to the new. You hit it spot on.
Tomorrow, tomorrow we're going to be doing a rating system, so make sure you come for tomorrow. We're going to be talking about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the rating system, how women see themselves, and you know, we're going to use celebrities for example, but we need to bring it down into average people's lifestyles, and maybe people need to be a little bit humble, you know. So
yeah,
I want to hear how people rate themselves and what we think of the rating systems and some of the most famous people out there. I want to hear how you rate them as well. So, you know.
yeah, I'm down. I'll definitely try because the girls, they all are in sports or after school activities, so it's very hectic around this time. So you're lucky I caught you where I caught you now.
Always appreciate you jumping on my live. Thank you very much. You know, always appreciate comments. You're always welcome. Always.
You're welcome. I always love watching your lives and always being a part of your lives and, you know, spreading the message with you. Like,
thank you very much.
What your movement is.
Thank you. I believe you've been here since Instagram. We kind of moved across here to YouTube now. We've had some moments.
Yeah.
So yeah, and obviously, you know, I like to also know what's going on with my followers, people that interact with the ones which interact mainly and the ones which are frequent. You know, we start to build relationships with people across the world, and it's nice to just see how people are doing. The same way people support me, it's always nice to know that, you know, people are all right in their personal lives. So yeah, it's good to know that you're doing well, Nikki. And yeah, if you can hop on tomorrow, or even, you know, check it out afterwards, that, you know, it would be good because tomorrow's gonna be a good show.
I'll definitely try to hop in, especially if it's near the end like I am right now. I'll definitely try to hop in. You can fill me in.
Yeah, I'll put you in tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
All right, well, you're welcome. I'll keep watching and get off.
Thank you very much, yeah?
All right, bye.
Bye. Big up Nikki. Thank you very much, Nikki. Thank you very much, Nikki. We always welcome. We're always happy to have Nikki on the show. You know, she's come on the show before, and she is a baby mom, as she said, but she doesn't get triggered by the content, and in fact, she learns a lot from the content, and she accepts account. I'm about accountability. After accountability comes healing, comes work, comes a framework. When women, the problem is when women don't want to be accountable or keep trying to make you accountable, but if you become accountable after that, I'm like, right, we need to develop a framework, a plan out of this, and what we need to do to get you better or to get you through this. That's what I'm about. But until you do that, you need, like, you know, like they said, you have to admit you have a problem. And until you're willing to admit you have a problem, you're still lying to yourself. You know, you can lie to yourself, you can't lie to, well, you can lie to me, you can't lie to yourself, you know. But yes, guys, so tomorrow's live is going to be that in itself. Thank you to everyone that's tuning in tonight. It's been, it's like I said, it was just, we made it quite simple. Done another nice whiteboard session for you. It's going to be on YouTube straight after the show. So guys, like the video, please. It's the #1 metric that YouTube uses. I've said it before. And all you've got to do is like the video, please. Just like the video. I'm sure everyone's subscribed already, but make sure to subscribe to everyone that's watching this on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. My name is Chyna. Go check out all the playlists, all the reaction videos, and my latest podcast as well. And yeah, guys, my memberships. 3 separate tiers from $1.99. Get more of this stuff behind the scenes, and really and truly, that's where the work's gonna happen. So if you've been on you've been in my chat a few times, then please, you know, support by joining membership. Hit the super chat, one-off donation, super sticker, and you know, and you will contribute to your boy. I'm getting my laser pens. I shall be ordering them, you know. So thank you to everyone. We shall be going again live tomorrow. My name is Chyna. I am the man that's voice. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, you comment, you turn on notification bells so you're the first to know when I drop new videos. My name is Chyna. I'm the man that's voice, and we out, baby.